What is going on, guys? Sinister here, back with another Madden 18 video. We are continuing our Cleveland Browns rebuilding series. We're wrapping up season 1. It's a very close season. If you guys haven't been keeping up, we'll take a look at the standings for our division. Bengals are 6-7. We got a tie like midway through, so we're 5-7-1, and I knew from the very beginning that was gonna alter everything. Everything was gonna be different, and it was gonna come down to something involved with the tie. And that's what it's looking like, because we got like, what, 2 weeks left? Something like that, 3 weeks left? I don't know. Yeah, 3 games left. And the division's super close. Literally anybody can win this division still. Even Baltimore, especially if they beat us here. So this is a very important, very awful season for our division. This is not what our division usually looks like. Usually it's kind of Cleveland at the bottom, and then everybody else is like 8-8 to 10-6. So this is very different, but hey, season 1, it's interesting. And we're done negotiating. I don't really want any of them back. We'll scout real quick. We haven't scouted, like legit scouted in a while, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that with all the draft picks that we have anyway. Let's just go through the first rounders. I'm gonna need a right tackle anyway, so we'll just go ahead and scout the tackles and stuff like that and see what they can put out. Second rounder for him, so we can go ahead and look to pick him up later on maybe. Don't really care for running backs. Cornerbacks we definitely need though. Not crazy about a run support corner. Good press though. I really like that in corners. And he's got the man could, you know, improve. But I mean, he's a run support corner, so that's what you're gonna get. Just not my style. What are the first rounders we got? Halfbacks again. A speed receiver here. 5'9", 188. Sherwin Foster. Let's go for it. Oh wow! I like the release and the route running. It was really good. And I mean, catching is his third best skill. So I'm gonna mark this guy. I want to keep an eye on him. That's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go through after we're done scouting and start marking people that we want to really take a look at and invest in. So let's go back down to receivers real quick. And look at them. Well, yeah, him for sure. I mean, second rounder. And then who else should we scout? I think free safeties. There's just not many there. We can get a third rounder, but wow, no strong safeties. Okay. I already scouted. Cool. Let's scout the second rounder just because we got a pocket passer here. Those are always good. Wow. Okay. I think I'm legitimately done, like completely done scouting. I take that back. Let's get some offensive linemen in here, like these right guards, just in case, you know. Ooh, the impact blocking's nice. But the run blocking was pretty bad right there for a right guard. It's not what I want, considering our right guard is one of the best run blockers in the NFL currently with Kevin Zeeler. So, same thing with him. So, yeah, I think I'm done scouting for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and mark people who we want to really take a look at. Quarterbacks, I'm not going to. If they're there, they're there. That's fine. Receivers are big. I want to see if I can't sneak him in there. He's got good spectacular catching traffic and catching. That's a possession receiver for sure. So they are virtually the same, but he's got the route running, which I like better. And he's got better. I really kind of want to get Dre Basket. Great spectacular catch already. Pretty damn good catching. A B+ in catching already. And a B for route running? I like that. I really like that. We got to keep an eye on him. These guys are falling big time. Keep an eye on him too, just because he's a 4th rounder, and if we can snag something like that later on. A blocking tight end, I'm not. We could use one. I'll put him in there just because Njoku's not much of a blocker whatsoever. We didn't do any left guards. I want to go scout twice on him, see what he can get. Okay, so good impact blocking, but then the rest of it is probably some ass cheeks. So we'll skip him. None of these guys are really sticking out for me. That's the problem. Let's go back. What did I do? Go back to right tackles. Oh, here we just do scouted. This is so much easier. Right tackles. Nothing there, really. Good pursuit. A left end is something I could use on the outside, or on the other side of Garrett, if Ogba doesn't go as well. Hit, power, tackle, and pursuit. Wow. Wow. Alright, yeah, mark him. Haynes Compton. I gotta remember. I remember Compton. I remember the name from scouting, so probably a reason. That dude looked to be a beast. Of course, we won't know until we actually see his rating, and of course, this guy, because he was the one that we were forced to scout. He's the #1 overall clear cut, so got to keep an eye on him for sure. Not too crazy there. Corners. Okay, this is where we need help. Let's take a look at the first rounders. We're looking for a lot of man and zone coverage, honestly. So Smiley's got some, but Stevens Howlings has good press too. Press is another thing I like for corners. Press man zone. So press man zone for a lot. Okay. And they're all similar, but I'm thinking Stevens Howlings is going to be our best bet. We're obviously going to mark some others because we need to. We'll do Markel Lynch. Free safety, we'll go ahead and put him in there just because. Strong safety's not too worried about. And obviously no punters or kickers. So I think we're done drafting and such like that. We're going to go ahead and, what do we need to do? Weekly training. We got to do this still. Where is my man? Josh Gordon. Jabril, I'd like to keep in there. And Njoku's going to progress crazy. I don't even need him in there, honestly. Who else could I go for? I might put Kirksey in there. Yeah, let's put Kirksey in there. Let's get Kirksey some minutes. Some extra development, I should say. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Skip the training. Never do that. Takes too much time. Now we got the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be every game from now on is a make or break, especially because I feel like it's going to be our division games here. So 5-7-1, we got to come out with win 6 here. We have to. We have to. I feel like we have to win it now, and we don't. We don't. Shit. So that's probably the end of the season for sure. No, it's not. No, it's not. We can still win, but okay, here's the thing. We have to win now. Like, now we have to. And Cincy and Pittsburgh have to lose as well. And we got one game is Pittsburgh, so that helps our cause there. Or it could just completely hurt it, because they can beat us, then they get the W, and we get the L, and then it just goes completely sour. But there's that possibility. Keep in mind, this is year 1. So the fact that we're in week 16 with the Cleveland Browns, year 1 in playoff contention, you're damn right I'll take it. With all the injuries and stuff we've had, this is a winning season for me. And speaking of more injuries, there goes our starting center, out for 6 weeks. That ends it right there. Our backup center, if we even have one, is really, really bad. So that's the end of the season, and I'm confident that it is for sure, so I'm not even going to really pay attention to the rest of this. Unless I can find some okay center on free agency, it's just not going to happen. Kirksey's coming back from injury, that helps. But the only reason I'm so just confident in this is going to happen is because a couple years ago when Alex Mack went down, that was the year we started like 7-4. Alex Mack goes down 7-9. Losing your starting center is very detrimental, and that's what we just did. So unless we got a free agent center or even a free agent lineman, they can see nothing. Best bet would be getting Kevin Hughes and maybe putting him to center, and that's just not going to do it. I don't even think there's any center. Cody Wallace, 2 above our center right now, so no bueno. I don't know if I do still have John Greco, but I think he's already starting. There's Batonio, Thomas. Okay, Greco can go in there. but he is our right tackle. So it's looking like... Here's what I'm going to do. This is exactly what I'm going to do. Spencer Drongo. Get Cam Irving out of here. I don't even want you on my team anymore. Spencer Drongo is going to go in at right tackle. And John Greco is going to go in at center. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's not too bad. A lot better than it could have been. So our lineup, our left tackle, left guard stay the same. We moved John Greco over to center, so that's an 84. Actually, our center overall rating technically goes up, but obviously right tackle goes down. But I'd rather have our center up there than our right tackle. Left tackle is our weak side, our blind side, I should say. So just do the best you can, Spencer. That's all I'm asking. Let's get into the next game. That's adjusted. We didn't sign anybody. Let's just get it over. It's Chicago Bears too. Is the Mitchell Trubisky pick going to come back to haunt us? We'll find out right here. I want to win this because then we got the Steelers in the last game, and it'll be so interesting. And of course, no, we did win. Oh, okay, so we won. I thought we lost for a second. So okay, if we win and Pittsburgh loses, we will be 7-8-1. It will be 7-9. That gives us a better record because of that stupid tie. Depending on how Cincinnati did. Okay, so we are first in the division. This game could get us into the playoffs, but we need to beat Pittsburgh. We desperately need to beat Pittsburgh here. And I'm so scared. Can we make the playoffs year one with the Cleveland Browns? Let's find out. Come on, baby. Put us in that wild card. Put us in the wild card, baby! First year wild card playoffs with the Cleveland Browns, barring all those injuries that we had to Myles Garrett, to Christian Kirksey, to Christian McCaffrey, who hasn't played at all, to Marco Murray, Corey Coleman, all those injuries. In the AFC North, Cleveland Browns, we make the playoffs. I don't even... That tie, the tie did it. Yeah. Even if we didn't tie, we were 7-9. We would have tied with the Baltimore Ravens, and record-wise. So that would have been interesting to see how that played out. But I'm glad the tie happened. It worked out for the better. I don't even care if we lose the first one. That I expect to, but we got a lot farther. The only thing that sucks is, I was gonna say now we don't really get a draft pick that's very good, but I mean our record's still bad. Although we're in the playoffs. I mean, do we? I don't know exactly how they do that, but oh, Peppers is out too. When did he get hurt? Probably this week. I probably just completely missed the injury report, flipping out over our victory. So no Jabril Peppers either. Who's starting for him now? Derek Kindred. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll do the weekly training again, just because. Put my man Joshy Gordon back in here. Get Njoku out. Put in Kirksey. And I'll leave Myles Garrett in for this one. Leave him in for the last one. Get him some extra development right there. And let's advance the wild card. If we pull this off, oh my gosh. What? What? We're in the divisional round now? Oh my goodness. The Patriots, we gotta face Patriots. That's just ritual. Once the AFC person gets past round one, they gotta lose to the Patriots. That's usually how it goes, but can we look at the wild card right now? What was the score? 37-31, so it was a competitive game. Let's look at how the game went. We'll look at passing for both, actually. Cody Kessler threw a touchdown. He had one pass, one touchdown. That's happened a lot this year. That Hugh Jackson offense, he must just be Cody Kessler going in there, or maybe it's field goal fakes. I don't know, but so Tannehill had himself a pretty decent game, almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he got picked 3 times. We had about 230 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. We got sacked 4 times, but we got 3 sacks back on them. 70% completion for Kaiser, though, but Tannehill completed 79%. In fact, pretty much all of Tannehill's incompletions or interceptions. Only 3 of them weren't. So Tannehill did pretty damn good that game, considering he did have 3 interceptions. DeMarco Murray showing himself why he was traded. 4.4 yards a carry, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Duke Johnson had himself 2 touchdowns as well. We stopped the run game. Kenyon Drake only had 3.1 on the ground, and Will Johnson had 3. So, completely stopped the run game there. Devontae Parker had a pretty decent game. Kenny Britt had a good game. Kenny Stills had a good game. It's the game of Kenny's right now. Josh Gordon had a touchdown, which is good. Njoku did have one as well. And Will Johnson had one. I like me some Will Johnson. You know what? We're trading for Will Johnson this offseason. I want Mr. West Virginia on the Cleveland Browns. We need a fullback anyway, and it just stood out to me. I don't know why we're in the divisional round of the playoffs, and my focus is getting Will Johnson fullback from West Virginia. So that shows you how confident I am with this next game. I want to look at the returns and see. Oh wow, Ricardo Louis had a nice kick return there. And punt returns, nothing. Ricardo Louis had 1, but Jarvis Landry outdid us there. So we got the Patriots next. I've been saying, obviously, we're going to lose for the last how many weeks now, and we kind of haven't been. So maybe we'll win. Really doubt it. You never know. It could happen. We're going to go ahead and do the weekly training real quick. Get Kirksey in here per usual, like we've been doing. He's young, he's got the normal, and he's already at 85. Let's see if we can't get it up. Njoku, switch out for Jamar Taylor. And we'll run with that. Very scared. Not really, because, I mean, we made it as far as we really could. I mean, what? 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 What is going on right now? We just beat the Patriots in the divisional round. I wish. I don't even know. I really don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on right now. 44-38, we beat the Patriots. We're in the AFC Championship. Cleveland Browns, year 1 after going 7-8-1. I don't even care what happens anymore during this entire rebuild. For the next 20 seasons. Now I just jinxed it. We ain't never going to win the Super Bowl. But we got it this far. We picked off Brady. Kaiser balled out completely. DeMarco Murray balled out. We just did good. Duke Johnson had a really poor game, but he did get 2 touchdowns. So Gronk destroyed us, though. Vincent Jackson had a touchdown. Kenny Britt had himself a wonderful game. I mean, let's look at the defensive side. What do we got here for us? 10 tackles for Kirksey. We got 1 tackle for a loss. Do we even have any sacks? 1 sack between Myles Garrett and Jamie Collins, and then Joe Hayden had our interception. Joe Hayden is still on this team. Wow. Wow. This is insane. Can we make this? Are we really going to make the Super Bowl right now? Is that what's going to happen? Because if it does, you know what the secret is? The secret has been our training so far. That's exactly what it is. We got to focus on the same players. Where's Kirksey? We kept Myles Garrett in, didn't we? We got rid of Njoku. Who do we put in there? It wasn't Joe. Was it Jamar? It was Jamar, wasn't it? Please, if we win this will be the most insane thing. It already is the most insane thing. We just beat the Patriots in the divisional round. I can't tell. Oh, okay. Did we lose? Ah, no. Okay, so we lost to the Raiders. We finally lose in the AFC Championship. Dude, I am ecstatic the fact that we made it that far year 1. This should only develop our players even more. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Let's look at the postseason. 34-21 was the final. Let's look at the stats. Derek Carr, we relatively handled him. Kaiser had 3 touchdowns. DeMarco Murray we just didn't run the ball at all. I think they forced us to go through the air, and that's kind of what happened. We didn't run the ball whatsoever, and we averaged 4.6 and 4.7 yards a carry, so we should have been running the ball. And Marshawn Lynch had himself a nice game. So And Njoku had 3 touchdowns. We're going to talk about a nice game coming in clutch for the playoffs. All 3 of our touchdowns right there were from Njoku. So that is crazy. Look at the defensive side. I think we had an interception. Wow, 3 tackles on losses for Danny Shelton. Jamie Collins had a sack and a half, and then Tank Carter got the other half. Don't think we had any interceptions. We did not. So, you know what, guys? First season was an absolute 100% success. That couldn't have gone better. I mean, obviously, it could have. We could have won the Super Bowl, but I want to go and look for Cleveland Browns rebuilds now and see if anyone has made it this far year 1. It almost seems like I don't even believe it myself. Like, I want to go back and, like, check settings. Like, does anything tweaked? But you can't tweak anything. It's simulation. It just doesn't make sense to me, but it's whatever. We got a new injury. Let's look at this stuff real quick. Get all this nonsense out of the way. Who was the new injury? DeMarco Murray. Hurt again. All right, so we got hurt twice, but he'll be back. We should have McCaffrey back. We should have Murray back. Jabril will be back, and Shutter will be back. So we have 2. Both of our running backs are out. That's no bueno. So even if we did make it past this round right here, we would have had not a single running back heading into this game. We would, I don't think. Okay, sorry, we'd had Chris Thompson and then Brandon Wilds, I'm guessing, and Danny Vitale coming off. So that wouldn't have been great. Signed all these people from the practice squad, which is what happens at the end of every year. Resign staff. Okay, so we got to do this. We'll do that real quick. We got to do this. We'll do that. But talking out of my ass here. Hugh Jackson, I would like back. Is he already under contract? He is. Okay, so Hugh's under contract for 5 years. We don't got to worry about him. So is he. And he's there. We'll definitely keep this man. Let's get rid of him though, for sure. You are cheeks. Yeah. We'll fire you for sure. Okay, so there, wait. Expires in 2017. So does he expire now? I can't tell. It is 2017, so we'll offer you 3 years, 120? I don't know. Alright, so he's going to think about it. I haven't really ever messed with coaching signings like this. I think a couple Maddens ago I did, but this is all kind of new to me. We'll go ahead and simulate to the Pro Bowl real quick. I don't think we're going to do free agency and stuff like that. That'll be a whole another video because that'll take a while. We're going to try to get through this real quick and end the video here. Kind of see who wins the Super Bowl and everything. Oh, this was injury. So Cheddar's back from injury. I mean, they're all going to be back from injuries at this point, so we're not going to get too much into that. We're actually on the Pro Bowl now, so... staff resigned. Okay, so we accepted, or he accepted. We got him back. We need to get a scout, though, because that level 1 scout is no bueno. What are the coaches? Let's see who is here. Anybody that we know? Sean Payton. So Sean Payton's the only real-life coach that is currently here. Scouts. Alright, I'm not going to go for, like, the top guy, although I might. We had a lot of funds. We might as well. I mean, if we can... Wait, he signed with the Browns? I'm so confused. But then he's... I'm so confused on what that even means. We don't need trainers, right? We need the scout. Okay. So, well, let's just go for this guy then. It's not letting me, though. I'm so confused. What about him? Okay. We'll give you 190 over 3 years. I already said I was done with scouting. I know I have a lot of scouting to do, but I already scouted enough players to kind of make my decision, so. And we hired a scout, so we are looking really good on these scouting reports, like big time. We have players ready to negotiate. Jabril Peppers is back from injury. Let's go ahead and do these contract negotiations, and then we'll be into the next stage of free agency, where we'll probably wrap up the video. So, John Greco, I can franchise tag. I'm not going to do it. I don't really care about getting him back. Chris Thompson, not worried about it. Darrell Revis, not worried about it. Not worried about it. We can always re-sign these guys. So none of them I'm too worried about getting back. So that is actually going to wrap up the video, guys. Go ahead and take a look. Advance right here to make sure. Yeah, so we're in the draft now, I think. Or free agency, sorry. So yeah, that is going to wrap up this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. And be on the lookout for the next episode where we get into free agency and the draft. And until next time, peace.